Hello, wonderful air signs and air dominant people. This is your weekly reading. It's your sacred directions reading from the Oracle of the Feather Crown Tree. This reading deals with elements and your will. Our center card represents the will, and then the directions around it each represent a different element. This reading is so lovely. I just adore the cards that came out for you guys this week. So I'm hoping the messages will be just as spectacular. So the first card out for your will, representing your drive for the week, is from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. And you have speculation. Below, the Cancerian crab, its claws outstretched, touches the alchemical circle depicting the four elements that blend in universal creation. In the center, an eye looks for opportunity. The king and queen signify marriage, tradition, and stability. In order to expand and develop their lives, people with Jupiter in Cancer feel a need to keep and develop their strong sense of family, roots, and traditions. This desire is to be around and care for others may spread into work for the community at large, which may be seen as an extension of the family. Jupiter Cancerians also benefit from exploring their talent for historical research or for expanding their understanding of the past. The early family upbringing of people with the Jupiter Cancer combination has usually been supportive and comfortable, and so they try to pass these qualities on to those surrounding them. If not inheritors of material possessions, they certainly inherit strong family traditions, and most usually both. Often people with Jupiter in Cancer receive a family inheritance that may become the basis for establishing a family business. People with this planet sign combination usually have an excellent feeling for acquiring property and for improving its value once in their ownership. Their own home may at some time be used for gatherings of a religious, philosophical, or educational nature. When this card is drawn during a reading, it encourages the questioner to look at his or her family for support and even financial help with regard to questions. The speculation card is also a good indication of a successful outcome to an imminent property deal. Events associated here are a legal situation involving the home, running a family business from home, exploiting an inheritance to the benefit of the family. So once again, that's really the drive, the center area of focus that's influencing all the other elements in your path this week. So from the Dragon Oracle cards, we have Deep Blue Dragon. This is in the East in your position of fire, representing your passion and even spirituality. This dragon keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected. Walk on a path of light. This card is suggesting that you call on the deep blue dragons to protect you or your loved ones. Visualize a protecting army of deep blue dragons gliding in front of you wherever you walk or drive. Let them precede you into your home or office. Ask them to dive into the ground below your house to consume all lower energies. Ask them to keep an area of 1 kilometer around you totally clear. Relax and trust this is happening. Because the deep blue dragons are transmuting the lower emotions of those in your vicinity, you are no longer moving through the dense energies of other people. Notice how much lighter and happier you feel. You can serve the planet by adding deep blue dragons to dive under your shopping mall, schools, big buildings, or anywhere you feel they are needed to consume dense vibrations. Our next card is going to be from the Hawaiian Wisdom deck in the south, representing water and your emotional self. You have Hina, the moon goddess, nurturing. This goddess is of the moon and healing. Her name means gray. Gray is the color offered as an alternative to black and white, absolute thinking. Gray reminds us there are no certain answers, that the unknown is the basis of all creativity, and that we, like her, need to accept the unknown in order to discover and develop our full potential. This is not the time to focus on any goal or outcome. Rather, submerge yourself fully in the gray light of uncertainty and the ebb and flow of emotion. Nurturing may require that you abandon the security of constraining schedules or relationships and ride the multicolored rainbow of risk. This goddess can be a reminder that in order for something to grow, it needs to be nurtured. You must be able to nurture yourself before you can nurture someone or something else. Whether you are nurturing or being nurtured, the most important thing you can do is to allow yourself to feel. Also, be sure to allow yourself to get in touch with your creative and intuitive nature. You may find that you need to create a time and or a space which is only for you, and allow yourself to feel, play, dance, be. Hawaiians chant to this goddess while planting, for honoring her assures one of new growth. The next card we're going to take is from the Dreamtime Oracle. It's for the Western Place card, which represents Earth. And it's speaking to your physical being itself or the physical world around you. This week you have lightning representing change. Australia is a country of elemental extremes. We experience periods of drought and flooding. Often summers bring severe thunderstorms with magnificent flashes of lightning, and quite often hail as well. These storms come with very little warning, seeming to spring from nowhere. Lightning, spectacular as it is, can also be deadly. In Australia's harsh climate, it often sparks bushfires that burn destructively through the undergrowth, devastating flora and fauna. Lightning represents change, a kind of sudden change that can easily catch you off guard. Lightning strikes with power and precision, and it can change everything. It strikes in a second. It often symbolizes a change you don't see coming. Lightning isn't always negative, though. It also provides flashes of inspiration and creativity as it lights up the storm clouds around it. It can offer clarity in the midst of a personal storm. Lightning asks you to use your own personal power wisely to ensure you direct your own energy where it is needed most, and to use the flashes of inspiration and creativity when they become available to create things of beauty and purpose. Power is not something you should use to harm another, inflict pain, or dominate those around you. Lightning asks you to be sure your motives come from a good, positive place. And our final card we're going to take, representing the North, the element of air, and this is speaking to your communication style and thoughts. So we have an Aztec god that came out. Its keywords are magic and foresight. Tepehualotl. This god's appearance in your reading today represents the potential force of magic. Magic is no more and no less than a conscious act of creation by combining three elements simultaneously: will, desire, and imagination. Whether one is a trained mage, wise woman, or medicine man, or simply a motivated amateur, these principles are available to us all. Will is a focused mental commitment to accomplish the task at hand. This is a powerful and non-wavering focus that allows nothing to intervene or distract your attention. In fact, the word attention can be substituted for the word will quite easily. Desire, also known as intention, is a burning emotional drive that takes over the body and propels it forward until the focal point of desire becomes realized. This powerful feeling can be illustrated by comparing it to the use of a magnifying glass in starting a fire. Light is gathered and narrowly focused on a single point until the heat rises to the temperature of ignition. Desire is the focus of emotion. Will is the focus of mind. Imagination is the creative womb that ultimately shapes our actions. Use your imagination to visualize the desired end result of your creative act. Employ all three elements simultaneously, and magic is born. It is time to incorporate the principles described above to manifest your goal in the matter at hand. The application of will, desire, and imagination will make your goal attainable and your life richer. So that concludes your reading for this week. Sending you so much love, wishing you many blessings, and hoping for a most abundant week ahead for you. Take care, my friends.